Hello everyone, I'm Marco. Waiting for the clicker, let me start introducing myself. Early adopter in crypto. I spent most of my crypto life in the Ethereum ecosystem. I used to work for Consensus for many years, where I was where I was the co-founder of Linea, a layer 2 on top of Ethereum. I had the pleasure to be on this stage a couple of years ago talking about Linea. Since last year, I moved on a new journey, leaving the Ethereum ecosystem, embracing a new ecosystem that is called Ton Blockchain. It's the blockchain, the official blockchain from Telegram. And within the Ton ecosystem, I'm the co-founder of TAC. That is this new project that is trying to build the DeFi infrastructure for the Ton blockchain. So I want to focus this speech on DeFi. Davide was talking about DeFi and hopefully how Milan can become the Italian hub for DeFi, which I welcome this with all my heart. The issue with DeFi is basically DeFi is a niche use case. Just like traditional finance is a niche use case, you have a lot of processes going on the back that are not even accessible to retail and not even interesting for retail, and you have abstraction layers. Well, DeFi is not very different. Many use cases in DeFi are not even interesting for the mass market. So that means that DeFi likely will face hard times to go mainstream. But there are few things that will actually contribute to bring the DeFi mainstream, in our opinion. And this is distribution. When I started Linea, I started with the concept of the distribution, or what I say the distribution thesis. Crypto lacks of distribution. And the most successful blockchain out there and crypto project, they find a way to get good distribution. Look at Base with Coinbase, look at Solana with FTX, or BSC with Binance, for example. That's what we wanted to do with Linea, leveraging the MetaMask distribution. Now here we got a huge distribution platform that is Telegram, that has 1 billion users. It's like a next step when it comes to distribution. And same way it works with traditional finance. Traditional finance is distributed through commercial banks. Retail users don't even know in some cases, but when they deposit their money in commercial banks, this money generates more value through traditional finance products. That's actually the picture that we want to put in place here. Distribution should distribute DeFi primitives to retail people and mass market. They will use DeFi without even knowing that they're using DeFi. And that's, in our case, the way how DeFi can actually go mainstream. So before going into the detail of the DeFi, let's take a bit look on Telegram. Telegram is more and more becoming a super app. We can see on WeChat, for example, they become a super app over the time by adding some small pieces into what was an already successful messaging system. Telegram is doing the same steps. Telegram has a messaging system that is, I don't know anyone in crypto that is not on Telegram. So it has 100% of the crypto adoption in the crypto user space, and more to that. There are also many retails on Telegram that don't even use crypto. There is so a big network effect, because today there is more than 1 billion users. And network effect is very important when it comes to growth. And one thing that is not known to anyone is that there is a mini app framework that within Telegram let you run mini apps that we will see later on. And this is the same with WeChat. WeChat also has a mini app framework. And then last but not least, the wallet. Now Telegram has an official wallet. Every Telegram user, in some cases they don't even know, but they already have a crypto wallet in their pocket. And the approach from Ton, that is the official blockchain where the wallet is integrated with, the only one, is rather than onboarding the next billion of users into crypto, we take an existing community of 1 billion users and we put crypto in their pocket directly. So pre-ship in every Telegram installation a wallet, an official Telegram wallet. And now it's both custodial and non-custodial. So for the more retail people, they can opt with the custodial version. For the one that can secure their own key, they can opt for the non-custodial one. So the wallet enables big use cases, like payments, for example. And on Ton, it's not the case. On Ton, USDT, that is one of the biggest stablecoin in the space, is native. I think that they are native in total in 6 different chains. Ton is one of these, Ethereum mainnet and few other. And not only that, Ethena, for example, is also live on Ton, so there is a strong focus on payment. All these things mixed together, they bring the concept of the super app. I don't know why I hear some background noise. Maybe there is some open mic somewhere. Okay. Let's have a deep dive into the mini app framework. This is not, when I started interacting with Ton, I was not even aware that this was a thing. I used to use Telegram as a messaging system. Open Telegram, join group, send messages. My maximum knowledge was about bot. Bot, you can ask them to create a key for you, trade for you, but it's still textual. It turns out that Telegram introduced this concept of Telegram mini app framework. It's a framework that lets you build fully fledged mini app within Telegram. It's like you open a chat, a specific chat with a username, you click on start, and it opens up like a mobile app, fully fledged mobile app within Telegram. No download, nothing to be had. And it's super powerful because this mini app, it's not written in some weirdo language. It's just HTML. And it supports the most adopted frameworks. So you have Unity, for example. You can build mini games directly within Telegram, leveraging the distribution platform of Telegram, and users don't have to download anything. You just need to send on Telegram the name of the mini app, they click on it, and it will open up. Full screen, natively supporting Ton, and only Ton. It's like an exclusive partnership that they have. Embedded authentication. Stop username and password. You are already within Telegram. Authenticate your user directly with their Telegram username. This is extremely powerful. This is a framework, very simple to use. Like I developed the Telegram mini app myself in less than 1 week. Our partner are developing Telegram mini app very complex for DeFi products in a couple of weeks. So it's super easy to use. For devs, for 1 billion users. Let's look into the ecosystem of this Telegram mini app, because there are much more mini app than I was expecting myself. There is, first of all, a great discoverability service. It's called Telegram App Center. This is basically a sort of the app store for all these mini apps with the different categories. Itself is a mini app, so you can access directly within Telegram with TapSpot. And what are the dApps that you will find out there? You will find different apps. I here classified them in 3 main groups. Consumer dApps, management apps, and crypto apps, mini apps, sorry. And of course, the number of users change according to the different categories. Management mini app are used only by channel owners, group organizers. So it's not a lot of users that interact with this type of mini app. Crypto mini app, like for example DeFi mini app, meme pads, mini app for trading. These are not mainstream, not for 1 billion user. These are still pretty limited when it comes to monthly active user. And that's reflect basically the distribution of crypto, because there are not so many crypto users in the world still. But then when we go up and we move into the consumer mini app, we start to see mini app that has something like 10, 15 million monthly active users. And these are, for example, games. Telegram mini games are very, very famous. We had a big meta, like less than 1 year ago, about tap games, like Notcoin. You download the mini game just to tap on the screen, and you will get some dollar for that. Pretty funny onboarding meta. There are mini apps that comes, but there are also more elaborated games. Like for example, Battlefield is like a Fortnite within Telegram. Same approach, same game, same user experience, same graphics. But there are also other type of mini apps, like content. But, like there are some mini apps, for example, for news. There are mini apps for user-generated content. Like Tensor, it's very famous because you can actually create GIF directly within Telegram in a mini app. There are prediction markets or gambling, let me say, out of the record. Wagering, shopping, like the same example application provided by the Telegram team was a sort of Burger King shopping spot. So yeah, these things are not yet super developed by Telegram, but Telegram is putting a lot of effort into bringing real-life shopping, or even, for example, taxi services and in real-life products as Telegram mini apps. Or NSFW type of dApps, like ODUT dApps. This is also very relevant when it comes to users. But what's the point of all of this? The point is to tell you that on Telegram, there are some mini apps, some categories of mini apps that are growing very fast, and they are hovering around 10 to 15 million monthly active users. And this is a huge opportunity for crypto. Let me tell you a story. I was working in Consensus. Consensus is the entity that owns many things, like Infura, Linea, but own also MetaMask. That used to be one of the most adopted wallet in the crypto ecosystem. MetaMask struggled with monetization for many years. Then overnight, the team decided to add a feature that was called swaps. By distributing swap primitives, Consensus made $330 million of revenues, taking a cut on every swap. 0.875% of fees on every swap applied, done by users on the wallet. They made $330 million of revenues. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, because every swap was aggregated by an aggregator, executed on a DEX. And executing the swap on a DEX means that the liquidity provider will take the fee of the swap. So by plugging swaps into MetaMask, MetaMask became a distribution channel. It moved from being just a tool for 25 million monthly active users to become a distribution channel for one very simple primitive, the swaps. And that created revenue for MetaMask and generated value across the stack. That's the power of the distribution, and that's the power of applying a distribution fee on top of it. And if you think about it, it's what happened already in the real life. Samsung has an official e-commerce, right? You can buy a Samsung phone on the Samsung website. But the vast majority of sale happen on Amazon or on Target or on other distribution channels. So it's nothing new. It's just that we are now starting to understand how important is the distribution, because we saturated the market, basically. So why this is relevant? Because what MetaMask had was just 25 million monthly active users, the distribution. Now look at how many dApps and categories are here, and think about that each one of this is like a MetaMask. And that's what we want to do. We want to bring this consumer app into distributing DeFi primitives to their user base. And why they should do that? Because all of these mini app developers, they struggle with monetization. Same way of what MetaMask was doing. Because today, the only way you have to make revenues from mini apps is advertisement or in-game items, selling items on the mini app. The first one, the Telegram CPM is very low, like $0.008 per user. That means that selling or advertising on Telegram mini app does not pay you even the infrastructure for that. Conversion rate when it comes to in-game items or digital goods sold on your Telegram mini app is very low. It's like comparable to the market standard, around 1%, maximum 1.5% for the top grossing mini app. So these developers struggle with monetization. Guess who was struggling with monetization before? MetaMask. So all of them are interested in new revenue stream. And what we are giving to them is a new revenue stream. You are building a consumer app. You know how to engage people. Being a game, being content, you know how to bring millions of users on your mini app. But you don't know how to make money. Let's work together and find ways how you can distribute DeFi primitives so you can make money out of this. And you can generate revenue. And this is very appealing because it's proving to work because as of now, we are not live on mainnet yet. So there is no DeFi on Ton that is sophisticated DeFi that can generate good amount of yields and attract users. And still, the top grossing Telegram mini app are already working with us to try to engage on these topics. And which are the primitives we can distribute? Simple one is swaps. Same thing of what MetaMask do. You build a mini game. Your mini game requires some token. I will go over this primitive into the next example, actually. But basically, just for the one that don't know what does this primitive means. Swap means swap a token from token A to token B. Borrow, of course, means put some token as a collateral to borrow a different type of token. So you don't have to sell the token. You retain your exposure to the original token. Let's say I have BTC, I need some stable coin, but I don't want to sell my Bitcoin. I use my Bitcoin as a collateral, and I borrow some USDT. So I know that Bitcoin will go up, so basically the loan is favorable to me because eventually it can repay itself. And I can use the stablecoin to do other things. The last one is yield farming. It's basically, I have some liquidity. DeFi runs with liquidity. It's like the most important thing. I have some liquidity. I provide my liquidity to dApps, to DeFi dApps, to make them work. And I get a yield out of this. So every dollar that I put, I make like, I don't know, 10%, 15% out of it. And yield farming is basically deploying liquidity across multiple ways in multiple strategies in a way to maximize the yield that I get. It's financial creativity in its maximum example. Now, how do we distribute with real-life example, things that we are working on with real DeFi and mini-app, consumer mini-app? Let's go one by one. Yield. There is a game. This game sells in-game items. They have something like 1.1% conversion rate out of 12 million monthly active users. Very small. What we're telling them is people that comes to play the game, they tend to don't pay to get the item. So create a premium feature that is like another in-game booster, for example, or the magic sword. Give the premium feature for free to the user that will stake or lock 10 USDT on your Telegram mini app. So you come to play a game. They will tell you, you want the booster in the game, you need to lock 10 USDT. You are not paying. You are just locking your token. It's like a free subscription. And you get this premium feature as long as you get the token staked. But many users that do this means a lot of money, a lot of liquidity. The game developer basically divert all this deposit into a vault. A vault is basically a specific technology built with smart contract that is able to create DeFi strategies in a trustless way. So the people that manage the vault, they are not able to steal the funds. They can only do specific things that are wired in the smart contract. One example is Veda. Veda is an actor that holds something like $6 billion in their vaults. So what they do is basically users that lock their token, they don't send the token to the game developer and trust me, bro. They deposit their token into a vault. And the vault use this stablecoin into DeFi strategies. And as of now, good DeFi strategies can target even 30% of yield on stablecoins. So think about how much the conversion rate can go up, because now users don't pay anymore. So the 1% can quickly become 5 or 10% of their user base that will lock 10 USDT to buy the token. All this liquidity will flow into a Veda vault. Veda vault will have a curator, like Gauntlet, or other important name in the ecosystem, that knows how to use that liquidity into DeFi. And this liquidity will generate yield that is around 30% as of now. And this yield will go back to the game developer. And that's the revenue stream for the game developer. What is happening here is that users come to play a game, they don't even know that they are using DeFi. They are coming to play a game, they are coming to take a game booster, but they are using DeFi. They are investing into a high yield strategy on the back without even knowing this. Second example, borrow. How do we distribute the borrow primitives? Well, the easiest example will be Morpho. Morpho is doing this with Coinbase Wallet. Morpho is one of the most fast-growing lending market in the space. They are doing this with Coinbase. They are distributing borrows. But I will not get into that example. I will change example. Let's take, for example, another mini app that is selling gift card, Amazon gift card. There are mini apps like this today. You go on the mini app, like probably all of you are aware of Bitrefill. It's the same concept, but on Telegram. You go there, you select your Amazon gift card, You pay with TON token, that is the native token of the TON blockchain. You pay with TON token, and what the mini app developer does is they automatically sell the TON token for USDT, and they buy you a gift card and ship the gift card to you. Now, this is working already right now. What we are telling them to do, what we are working with them to do is, why don't you implement a logic of buy now, pay later? I come to the mini app, I don't want to sell my TON token. I want to use my TON token as a collateral. So I lock 6 TON token rather than 5. And the mini app developer on the back use a lending market to use the 6 TON token as a collateral to borrow USDT. And the mini app developer used the USDT to ship me the card, buy the card and ship me the card. Well, in this case, they are distributing borrows. But what they are implementing in real life is buy now, pay later. If TON token will go down, it will be margin called. So the user repay the loan with the collateral. If TON token will go up in dollar terms, eventually the loan will repay itself. So it's going to be buy now, pay never, actually. So yeah, that's actually one way to distribute borrow primitives. Not all the ways, but one of them. We are also working on the Morpho example, by the way. Last one is swap. This is very simple. This is just like MetaMask. Many games use some token to work. Like if you own some token, you have some perks or some special things. Or in order to play the specific tournament, you need to have some token. In some cases, users land on this game, they don't have this token. What did happen today, since there are not important dexes on TON, what did happen today is that mini app developer tell the user, hey, go on Binance, go on Bybit, go on OKX, swap your token and come back. And that includes a big churn rate. Like users never come back when they have to do this, or almost never. What we're telling them, hey, just distribute swaps like MetaMask do. Work with an aggregator. Let users swap directly within the mini app. Let them pay with any token, and every time you do a swap, you take a cut. And that's how you basically make money as a developer. So, conclusion. Not sure if I'm going longer than expected. First thing, important thing is, the real DeFi is EVM. And that's why projects like TAC are involved, because TON blockchain is not EVM. And that is a big lack, because the lack of the EVM support, the Ethereum virtual machine, makes impossible for good, sophisticated DeFi project to go live on TON. So there is no DeFi on TON, no sophisticated DeFi. What we are doing is we are enabling EVM dApps to go live on TON with our technology. And yeah, so as a conclusion, DeFi is EVM. Wherever it's not EVM, it's not sophisticated enough. Not sophisticated means that it's not optimized. That means yields are much lower to unlock many of these use cases. DeFi will be and continue to be a niche use case, at least the direct DeFi. So people directly using Curve Finance, Morpho, Euler, Aave. It's not going to be retail. I mean, that's something that I'm pretty sure about. And distributing DeFi primitives with consumer app that are the real distribution channel in Telegram is actually a new revenue stream, potential revenue stream for developers. And this is turning out to be true with our experience. And this is also making a lot of WeChat developers to look into Telegram. Because on WeChat, you cannot do this. There's no blockchain. Everything is centralized and controlled by the WeChat company, so you cannot do this. So many of them are looking into Telegram because of these things that we are doing. And the more the DeFi is optimized, the more it's sophisticated, the more it's efficient, the higher will be the benefits for the consumer app. Because there is going to be a better yield, there is going to be more opportunities, better user experience. And yeah, and that's basically in a nutshell what we are doing. We are enabling this strategy to happen. So we are now going live on mainnet pretty soon, matter of weeks. And when we will be live on mainnet, we will bring already day one, $700 million of liquidity coming from Ethereum mainnet, plus some blue chip protocols like Curve Finance, Morpho, Euler, Zeroland, and some other. They will all be live on day one. So what we are doing is we are coming day one with liquidity, developers and users that are already on Ton. And we're talking about hundreds of millions of users. Yeah, that's it. Don't know if you have question.
Do we have questions? We have some time, so we are very happy to get questions from the audience. Anyone curious? I wanted to ask when mainnet, but you said already soon. What about the airdrop?
Yeah, people will eat.
Okay. Anyone would like to ask something else?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marco.